Hey everybody, AJ here, and in today's video we are going to be unboxing the Surface Laptop 4 for business. The Surface Laptop 4 was just released by Microsoft and I've seen a whole bunch of videos around the Surface Laptop 4, so I thought I'd do something a little bit different today and unbox the business edition for you guys. As we go through the unboxing, I'll teach you a little bit about the difference between the consumer and the commercial editions for the Surface Laptop range. Of course, if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if you want to help the channel grow, hit that subscribe button as well. With that being said, let's jump into this. So the first thing you'll notice with the Laptop 4 is that it doesn't come in the nice shiny retail packaging, rather it comes in this more subtle brown box, and I'm totally okay with that because this box is actually up to 88% recyclable, and Microsoft has the mission of being 100% recyclable by 2030. The Laptop 3, so last year's model, actually had a recyclability score of 91%, which I think is an amazing score for a premium laptop. I'm not sure if the Laptop 4 has improved on that, but I'll let you guys know in the comment section down below when I do find out. There is a very cool sustainability report from Microsoft, which I'll link down below for you guys if you want to check that out, just to see what they're doing around device sustainability and becoming an even more eco-friendly company. Opening up the laptop box, you really are greeted with a very minimal and eco-friendly design. At the back there, it actually says this package was designed with the planet in mind. You're greeted with essentially a photo or an image of the laptop that you're gonna get, and you turn it around and it basically just gives you the most simple information of it's a Surface Laptop 4 for business using Windows 10, and it's for commercial and education customers. I really actually like the finish here, in that you get the Surface in this nice little recyclable pouch, and I love the fact they've actually put the Microsoft logo or the emblem right here. I think this is a really nice touch, and I actually prefer this to all the plastic you get in the retail packaging. Sliding the laptop out of that packet, you can see here we have the 13.5-inch Surface Laptop 4 in the Alcantara keyboard. This is probably my favorite finish on the Surface Laptop 4. We're going to look at that in a second. What I want to do is show you the rest of the packaging here, which really there's not a lot more to go through. You have, again, more eco-friendly brown packaging. This is basically your warranty and information material. You don't really need any of that. And then of course in here you have your charger. Again, it's in that same eco-friendly brown packaging. It's a 65-watt charger, and it's capable of fast charging a Surface from 0 to 80% in about an hour. The Surface Connect is magnetic, so it just magnetizes to the side of the Surface device. You can charge the Surface through a capable USB-C charger as well. My preference though is always charging through Surface Connect, simply because I love the magnetic connector. I think it is way more secure than what you get with a USB-C charger, because if someone ever pulls or trips on that cable, it's just going to disconnect from the device and it's not going to pull your computer down to the floor. There's nothing else under this box, so we can essentially send that one off for recycling. Getting into the Surface Laptop 4, this is the first time the business edition model comes with either two processor variants. You have the Intel 11th gen processors with the i5 or the i7 model, but now you also have the custom built AMD Ryzen 5 or Ryzen 7s for the Surface Laptop range. The laptop we have in front of us is the Surface Laptop 4 with the AMD Ryzen 5 and 16 gigs of RAM. This is the first time in a long time that I've wanted to go with an AMD over an Intel processor, but I think it's pretty clear why. The Intel is still at a quad-core processor in their i5s and i7s in the Surface Laptop, whereas the AMDs gives you a hexa or octa-core. So the Ryzen 5 is a 6-core and the Ryzen 7 is an 8-core processor. So you're getting between 2 and 4 more cores than their Intel counterparts. But also generation on generation, the Ryzen in here is up to 70% faster than the Ryzen processors found in the Surface Laptop 3, and I think that's just an unbelievable jump in performance. You also get a big jump in battery power as well. The Surface Laptop 3 was rated for around 11.5–12 hours of battery life, whereas the 15-inch Laptop 4 with the Ryzen processor gets you up to 19 hours of battery life. That would get me through 2 days of work, really. The other big thing I'm excited about with the AMD processor is that AMD and Microsoft have actually partnered together, not just in putting a custom processor in terms of performance into the laptop, they've also built the first AMD Secured-Core PC with the Surface Laptop 4. And basically what this means is that Microsoft and AMD have built security into the device from the software, the firmware, and the operating system level so that you have a completely secured Surface laptop. And this is the first time you have something like this from AMD partnering with Microsoft. So looking at the body of the Surface Laptop 4, it looks identical to the Surface Laptop 3. This one here is in the Platinum Alcantara finish with the nice Alcantara keyboard, the large glass trackpad, and the beautiful typing experience. On the left-hand side, you have a USB-A port, a USB-C port, and of course a headphone jack. And on the right-hand side, you have the Surface Connect. One of the biggest upgrades that Microsoft has made to the Surface Laptop 4 over the Laptop 3 in terms of speaker design is the fact that this one now comes with Dolby Atmos, which means you get an even more rich and immersive sound. I really like the Surface Laptop 3 speakers and actually can't wait to test these ones out to see how they compare. In terms of the screen, it's still the same beautiful 13.5-inch pixel sense display with a 3:2 aspect ratio, which makes it a little bit more square than most 16:9 or 16:10 laptops, but that also means you get about 18% more vertical real estate viewing angle. At the top here, of course, the Windows 10 biometric facial recognition remains, so you can log in simply by looking at your computer. And it's got the 720p HD webcam for all your Teams calls. To give you a bit of a size comparison, here is my Surface Laptop 4 13.5-inch next to my Surface Laptop 3 15-inch. One of the biggest things you'll notice, and the reason I went for the smaller model, is that this one here has the Alcantara finish, which is just a really nice and warm, I guess it's an inviting way of using your device. I really think that Alcantara just adds an extra level of premiumness to your device. And of course, on those cold winter mornings, the last thing I want to do is put my palms on a very cold metal laptop. So I figured the Alcantara will be nice and warm now that we are moving into winter. One of my favorite design features of the Surface Laptop range is that it's perfectly weighted to be opened with one hand or even one finger. The screen edges over the bottom ever so slightly so that you can get one finger underneath and simply open it up that easily. And the laptop doesn't rock and rotate with you. It just closes with that extremely soft close finish. And you can tell this is a very thoughtful and very well thought out design, to the fact that when you open it and close it, you get that premium experience. Cool, so let's talk about what are the big differences when you buy a Surface Laptop 4 in consumer versus a Surface Laptop 4 for commercial. And there are really three main differences that I can see. The first one is the operating system. When you buy a Surface Laptop 4 for consumer, you're getting Windows 10 Home. When you go through the commercial channel, you're getting Windows 10 Pro. Having Windows 10 Pro on your devices, it means that your IT team can help manage, support, and secure your devices, which when you're looking after hundreds of devices in an organization is invaluable for that company. The second big difference between consumer versus commercial is around the warranty. Of course, when you go and you buy one retail unit, it's easy to look after, but when you're buying hundreds of computers for your company, you're going to need a bit more robust support, and that's what you get when you buy a Microsoft Surface Laptop for business. You're getting a better level of support that's really built there for the enterprise and not for the home user. The third main difference I see between consumer and commercial is the specs that you get the computer in. Let's jump on the computer and I'll show you what you can get in the commercial variant versus the consumer, and where you can actually get more processing power from the commercial variant over its consumer counterpart. Cool, we've just jumped on the computer and you can see here that we have the consumer versus commercial Surface Laptop 4 range in front of us. On the left hand side, we just have the regular Surface Laptop 4 starting at $1599. And on the right hand side, you know it's the business edition because it says Surface Laptop 4 for business, and it starts at a little bit more expensive, $1749. And the big difference there is that you're paying for a few extra of those business benefits like Windows 10 Pro instead of Home, like the warranty, and of course, like the different tech specs that you can get in some of the models, and that I'm going to show you right now. So what we're going to do is actually scroll down to where it says tech specs on both of these, and consumer and now commercial. Scroll down to the Intel processors, because this is where you see the biggest difference. The i5 version on the consumer range comes with the 1135G7, whereas the i5 on the Surface Laptop 4 for business comes with the 1145G7. So you're getting a better processor in the business variant compared to consumer. And if we go into the configure now section, this is where you see another difference between the two. You see you actually get more range and more choice in the business options than you do in the consumer options. On the left hand side, you can see you have 4 different options of colors. You've got the Platinum Alcantara, you've got the Ice Blue, you've got the sandstone in the middle, and of course the black, and you have the same color options in the commercial range as well. But what you can also notice here is that there are 6 configurations that you can choose from in the consumer model, but in the commercial model you actually get 8 different configurations you can choose from. And then of course if we go over to the 15-inch, in consumer you get 5 different options, and in commercial you actually get 7 different options to choose from. So if you are going for the commercial range, you get a better i5 processor, and of course you get more options to choose from when it comes to configuring your Surface device. So there is the unboxing of the Surface Laptop 4 for business. I hope you guys found this video useful. I hope it taught you a bit more about the difference between buying a commercial versus a consumer device. If it did, let me know in the comment section down below, and of course don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.